Hello, I'm Dr. David Day, and I've been a chiropractor for 35 years in the city of Portland. And I'm asking myself the question, should I retire now? Um, this is a tough question for me because chiropractic is more than an occupation. It's actually been a passion of mine. And so for me to even think about this, it means I'm going to give up something that I have really identified. It's been my whole identity, even while I was growing up, because my dad was a chiropractor as well. But it is something that I need to consider very seriously. I had planned on practicing for several more years. I was loving it, but then an adventure called COVID hit, and it's made me rethink a lot of things. What I'd like to do is just show you just a little glimpse of my clinic. It's a little house that we converted. I took some pictures. It's a rainy day in Portland, so this is our my sign and we're from the parking lot, and then come around from the back. You can actually see and hear some interior shots of the clinic. It's a very homey, welcoming place. And what COVID has done for me is it means I have to clean in between patients. We have to put barriers up and all these things that really interfered with my ability to interact with the patients in the way that I'd always dreamed and loved, and the sense of community that we had, because it has to be all very one patient at a time sort of thing, which for some doctors is fine, but for me it's not. Every day when I went home from work, my hands were sore from cleaning the beds because I don't want to use gloves because I want to touch patients when I'm working on them, right? I didn't want to, I had to wear a mask all the time. And so I would be short of breath. I would have to put lip balm on my lips because of all the moisture. So it was just, I would get home very miserable. And when the restrictions were extended, this is now early January of 2021, our governor extended the restrictions for another several months. And I looked at my wife and I just said, I can't keep going. And she said, well, why don't you retire? And I looked at her and I said, seriously? And so that made me think about this. And so the question is, I think I have decided to retire. I went ahead and broached the subject to my patients starting yesterday. And so from now on, this month, we're basically going to have to find other chiropractors to take care of my patients. And I'm going to look forward to a future, really not as a chiropractor, but as someone who will be able to enjoy my retirement. And one of the things the positive things that the COVID situation has done for me is it has given me a chance to strip away all the things that kept me busy. Because I play music, I do all sorts of things outside of my practice as well. But all those things were taken away. And so it really made me rethink, but I found joy in so many things. Like, I spent so much more time at my house. This studio I built out of our playroom, now that our kids are grown, I repurposed it, and it's really fun. I'm building musical instruments. My brothers and I, with the Day Brothers, we recorded some CDs this year. And his Embrace and Blowing Off Steam by the Day Brothers. Go find those. I hope you'll love them. But you'll see that it made me realize that there is a life besides my practice, and I'm really looking forward to that. So the question is, should I retire now? Absolutely yes. Within several weeks, I will be fully retired. So these first videos I'm expecting will be kind of talking through that, because when I told some patients yesterday, there were tears. Not only the patients crying, but me crying, because I'm going to miss my patients. I'm going to miss my staff. All these things that will go along with that. But I guess in one way, the tears, having tears and being sad about that loss indicates that it was something precious and wonderful. And so I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the future. If you want to join me on this journey, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to this channel. It should be an amazing adventure. There's a lot of channels on retirement about being ready in terms of retiring with enough money and all those sorts of things. I don't think I'm going to go there. We've been blessed. We've saved up enough money. I can do it. And my wife is planning on continuing to work for several more years, and she owns her own business, and so we'll be fine from that perspective. So that's exciting. My job will be to be Karen's love slave. She gets embarrassed by that, but I'll basically help keep the house clean, and I'll prepare the meals, the evening meals for her, and then think about nutritious and healthy foods that she can take with her to work and things like that. So I'm kind of actually enjoying looking forward to that. I think it should be a lot of fun. It'll save her energy and focus on work, and then when she gets home, she won't have to think of that anymore. So I guess the questions, the direction of this channel will actually depend on your involvement and the questions that you ask. For instance, I was thinking, what vacations would you take if you were retired and could go anywhere? Where would that be? Are you thinking about retirement? Have you already retired? Are you long into your retirement, wish you would have done some things differently. So this is the sort of thing, if you can leave me some comments, say, I was looking forward to this, but this didn't turn out the way I thought. Like some of the things that we think about is, well, should we move to a warmer climate, right? Where are our kids? Do we move to where our kids and our grandkids are, or do we keep some space and then fly and visit them, or fly them out to visit us? Those sorts of things. What hobbies do you enjoy? Do you enjoy gardening, cooking, building, woodworking, any of those sorts of things? So if you can kind of let me know what interests you, I'll kind of walk you along with the journey of things that I discover. And the other thing is, do you want me to talk to some authors who have written books about retirement, things like that? So as we think about this, move forward, this is my first video. So we'll kind of see what happens with this channel, but I'm really excited about the opportunities that exist. I hope this does strike a chord for you, and your involvement and participation with me in this journey would be so appreciated. Thank you so much for that. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen in the future, and I'm going to make a commitment to publish a video once a week. And I may do some more if I have a chance to. I'm thinking about doing some vlogs. If you ask a good question, I might do one that just addresses a specific question that you're asking. So let me know in the comments, like and subscribe. I'm looking forward to this journey with you as we go on my retirement quest. I want it to be not just my retirement quest, but your retirement quest as well. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next video.